Buongiorno a tutti, buonasera. I'm your host Samantha, and I'm so excited. Today is our season 5, episode 2nd. And I'm so thrilled to have you join us for another season of passion from Italian culture, American lifestyle, Italian-American lifestyle, and 49ers football with Alex. Today we are talking about sport. It's going to be about sport. Also because we have a Settimana dello Sport Italiano. Settimana dello Sport Italiano. So it's all over the world we're celebrating the Italian sport. So we're going to have a lot of things, new guests coming later on. As Alex mentioned last time, sport also is about connecting connecting people, because through sport you really can connect people through game, through food, through, culture, through language, through many different things. And I'm excited today to introduce my other host, Alex, which is here with me. I can see her across the studio. Hi, Alex. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning, Samantha. I'm doing well. As you mentioned, my love for the 49ers, and we had a pretty amazing game last night, so I'm excited to talk about it a little later today.
Yeah. So I know today is literally is about sport.
I think it's so funny that it coincides these weeks in sports in Italy. It kind of coincides with the kickoff to the NFL season. Isn't that funny?
I know.
We're connected in that way.
I know.
We're always connected.
And also you were talking last episode about, because people were asking, what is that to deal the 49ers with Italian lifestyle and sport? There you go. We are today. Second season is all about sport, even for the Italian-American lifestyle.
Yes. I love it. So other than that, I like to mention that every week you'll notice, if you are new to Crave or maybe you're tuning in again from our radio program that we used to have, we do a check-in. So, Samantha, how are you doing this morning?
This morning, I feel this morning I didn't sleep very well last night. Also, sometimes I tell you the truth. My mama called me last night, and she forgot that there is a 9 hours different. So for me, it was I think 12:30.
Yeah.
And I say, Mama, everything is okay?
She was all casual.
And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, I forgot. You're sleeping. Yes, I'm sleeping.
Yes, I'm sleeping.
I want to tell you, she wanted to tell me something. It was important, but she, couldn't wait maybe a couple more hours.
Yeah, maybe a little,
So after that, I start thinking.
Yeah.
And I had hard time to get back to sleep.
Yeah.
So I needed double espresso, double.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. That's how I felt this morning as well. For me, it's because I went to the game last night. And again, going to Levi's, I love it, right? It's I love going to the games. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But also, it's an entire day for me, basically. Literally, getting ready, driving out to the stadium, being at the game, and then driving home, and then getting home late. And I wanted to make sure that I covered everything that, my key things from the game. So I wanted to write those things down, and then wake up, we have to do the podcast today. So, all those things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm excited, but also I'm a little tired. I can't lie.
Yeah. And it's okay,
Yeah.
And all of you, how are you feeling today? Because every day is different, right? Some day we feel really energetic. Some day we feel we need some help to get through the day.
Yes.
And this is I feel today. And I love to be here with all of you, Alex, with everybody. But I was thinking, instead I have some water here. I should have a coffee.
We have to cheers each other from across, yes.
Yeah. Also, is anything else you want to share about how you're feeling?
I'm excited for this time. I know we talked about that last week as well. It's going to be a little hectic, but I'm very excited for this beginning of the new season. Right. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with people, old people that, tuned in with us and the newer viewers.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have so many wonderful people. I've been talking to so many people. I can't wait to share. I can't wait to share with all of you this, this wonderful guest we are going to have in the future. Yeah. And also, Alex, we are so excited because today we're wearing kind of,
We have to show off our
clothes.
And
let me tell you later why.
Yes.
But we have like
my jacket.
Alex jacket.
This is very much, I will say, this is very much something that I would wear to a game. Like, I'm not kidding. This is exactly what I would wear.
And this is something you wear. Well, I will wear. Actually, I love it.
It's very sporty. It goes in our theme
Perfect
of
with the team today.
Yes.
This episode of Crave is brought to you by Alice Baker, Inc., with over 30 years of experience in fashion industry. Their family-run business offers unique clothing for every age and size, always going the extra mile for the customer. Remember, visit them in Novato or online at www.alicebaker.com. Stay tuned with more clothes.
Love it.
Tell me about last night. What happened?
Before I start with last night, I have to mention that this week has been like crazy for me. Mm-hmm. So first on Wednesday, September 4th, I went to the Women of the Niners Insider Happy Hour. And for those of you that are like, what the heck is that? It's an event that the 49ers hold for their fan club, Women of the Niners. And last year, I was introduced to it through Kristen Juszczyk's event. That was my first event that I went to, and it was incredible. So as soon as I got the email for this, I was like, I have to go. It was my first happy hour, like I mentioned, but it was just amazing. Lindsay Polaris, Tracy Sandler, Kay Adams had a panel, and they are three of, like, my favorite sports personalities. Like, when I say that I would record Good Morning Football every morning and watch it later just because I loved hearing Kay Adams' perspective on all 32 teams. Like, I just have such a love and appreciation for every single one of them. So getting to go to that event was and talk to them, ask a question,
I saw what
take photos. Like,
yeah.
It was just an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity. And so, it's like my inspiration and like the questions and the answers and them talking about like their experience was just really amazing for me because that's what I want to do. Like, sports media is like top tier for me. Right.
And let's talk about you. You saw all three together. You go to the event, you have your three best sport personality, all three in the same stage. You were able to talk to them. I saw you took a picture. We should post that one on social media.
Yes.
On Crave.
Yes.
That was amazing.
It was amazing.
How you felt when you were talking to them?
You know what's funny is when I was talking to them one-on-one, like I was like, cool, I was calm, I was collected. It was when I was asking them the question is when I got a little nervous. And Maggie told me, I went with my sister-in-law. Maggie told me, she was like, literally right before you asked the question, they were handing you the mic and you went, okay. And I asked the question, but I had to take that deep breath. I had to kind of lock in, as Maggie would say, because, I was a little nervous. I got a little nervous. But once they were answering it, I kind of like, okay, you kind of just have to realize, I'm like, okay, they're people too. They've been where you've been. And all of them are just so kind and wonderful and gave me, honestly, the best, like, advice as well.
That's great.
So it was an amazing experience.
That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think they were approachable? Some people,
yes.
in that kind of feel when you're a
Right.
celebrity, some people they're more approachable than other people.
Yes.
It looks like they were all three. They were very
They're amazing.
amazing. Mhm.
They're very kind. Like, that's so true. That's, I feel like, why I have that kind of starstruck, and you experienced it with me when we saw Kristen Juszczyk and Claire
Yeah.
Kittle in the
I know.
team store.
That's another story.
That's another story we'll talk about later on in the season. But you have, not that they're not approachable, they totally are, but, it's just I have that fear. And so, I don't know why I resort to that kind of fangirl perspective. But very quickly, let's get into this game.
Yes.
Okay. To be honest, I'm surprised that I have a voice because I was yelling and cheering so loud. But some highlights for me were, and probably every other Niner fan, were Jordan Mason. He did an incredible job. Like, not that I expected him not to, right? Of course he was going to step up because Christian McCaffrey was out. But just on the level that he did. And a lot of Niner fans, love Jordan Mason already. I love him too. So it was just great to see him have that, amazing night on Monday Night Football. The bright lights are on him, and he did incredible. Same thing with Dominic Pooney. He played so well. And last season of Crave, I remember when he got drafted, and I was so excited, and I'm just as excited, if not more excited, about that he is on our team. And he's doing amazing protecting Purdy and for our run game. Amazing. And then Jake Moody made 6 field goals and made all of his extra points. And that was another point of discussion we talked about on Crave is he someone that we can trust to be able to make those plays and to when we need him, can he step up? And he did. I have to say I was holding my breath every single field goal. I was like, oh, God, is he going to make it? But I feel a little bit more comfortable with him. Do I trust him 100%? Let's see if he does this another game, and we'll get to that point. But I feel very confident in him. And then Brock looked amazing. Some throws that he had were just incredible. And I was just sitting there and I was thinking, how are people that just hate on him going to spin this? How are they going to talk bad of him? Of course they do. They probably always will. But he played really well, especially that throw to Brandon Ayuk, that drop touchdown pass. I was like, oh my God. It was like right in his hands. And speaking of Brandon Ayuk, I think he'll be fine. It's just about getting back into that groove. I mean, he missed training camp. With certain players, it's kind of expected to be like this. So I think as the season progresses, he'll get back into that groove with Purdy. And then our defense was our defense. I mean, Fred Warner was Fred Warner. Did you see them holding Bosa? Did you see them literally choke holding him?
That was my next question. I saw it.
And did you see how they didn't call it?
No.
They do that to him every game.
Interesting. Why do you think that?
Because he's incredible. Because he's so good that they need to hold him and choke hold him in order to stop him. I think if they, first of all, they should call it. You know what? I'm not going to get into the penalties today because that would be just an angry rant. But did they play a perfect game? No. But nobody does in September. It's an extension of preseason. Yeah. So I don't think they need to play. I think the most important thing is that they won. And then now we're on to the Vikings.
Right. I was worried at the beginning.
Yes.
The beginning, okay, I have to leave the room. I can't.
No, yeah, it was. They just had to kind of shake it off, get back into their groove. I think that's the exciting thing, though, about the first game. Also, it's just because it's the first game, that doesn't tell you who's going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
That doesn't tell you, what team is going to be good. It's sometimes people win the first game and they don't win another game throughout the rest of the season. So it's kind of a gamble. You're kind of like, okay, what's going to happen? And of course, it's very important to get those early wins because it's going to matter later on when it comes to rankings and who's going to be the number 1 seed, this and that and the other. But at the end of the day, it's also not the end of the world. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm going to say it unless we lose. I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to just our team being back. I miss football. I miss watching the Niners play. I even miss Levi Stadium. So, yeah, that's my little update today. Very short. Very
when is
short.
when is the next game?
The next game will be. I have to reword it in a way because I keep forgetting. It's like when we upload these, we're pre-recording, so it's going to be uploaded in advance. So I think the Vikings game will already have happened.
Okay.
But for us, it's this upcoming Sunday.
Are you going?
No, it's in Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay, you can.
I have 2 weeks of like watching from home, which I feel very like, good about. But it's a 10 a.m. game, so I have to wake up, not as early, but a little bit early to watch the game because for them, it's I think 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
That's so exciting. I can't wait to hear the next, update.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Crave. Benvenuti a Crave. Today we have a very, very excited special guest, Alessia Buffagni, a talented volleyball player from Castelnuovo Rangone, a very small town close to Modena. I love Modena, by the way. Alessia started playing volleyball at 9 years old, and her love for the sport has brought her to San Jose State University with full scholarship, where she's doing great both on the court and also in her business studies. Today, as Italy celebrates its first Olympic gold in women's volleyball after an amazing win against the USA at Paris 2024, and we are also in a settimana dello sport italiano happening here in America. It's a perfect time to hear Alessia's story. We will talk about her journey and the move from Italy and US and what's next for her. Alessia, we are thrilled and we are so happy to have you here today. Come stai? Ciao Alessia. Alessia, welcome to Crave. Piacere, ti ho visto in foto, ha una foto bellissima. Piacere. So, can you tell us more about your early year in volleyball and also what inspired you to start play at such a young age?
Well, like you said, I started playing when I was 9 years old. I wasn't that, when you're young, you just try so many different sports. So that was me. I think I tried gymnastics for a little bit. I swam for a little bit. And then one day I was like, Mom, I want to try volleyball. And then from now on, I guess I fall in love with it. So I've been playing since. I started at my little village, Castelnuovo, and then I was able to move and play for a Modena club, a young club. And then after a few years there, I started play pro. And until I got here, basically. I got an offer 3 years ago. And I was like, yep, let's do it. Why not? Even though it wasn't my plan to come to the US, because that was not something that I was looking for. I actually started my university back home. So I did my first year there, but then I was like, this is a one-time opportunity. So I just decided to come here.
Congratulations, è il nostro onore italiano.
Amazing.
Really amazing. Alex, people, they will love, everybody want to come to America to do sport. And she's like, oh, I didn't know if I really want it. And you must be so talented.
Yeah.
We need to come over and watch one of your game.
Yeah, watch you play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys should, for sure.
So what was the process for everybody, right? What was the process like moving from Italy to US to pursue both volleyball, not only volleyball, but also you study at San Jose University?
So, volleyball-wise, the process been it was pretty easy, just because I was able, the team at that time and the coaches were really nice, And even though I didn't know a single word of English or couldn't understand anything,
Really?
no, it was pretty bad, yeah.
So you just learn
yes.
English now?
Wow.
Yes, in this past few years. I mean, obviously I started it back home, so I was able to understand the basics, but obviously not entire conversation or, not even able to respond. So I was very lucky because the team was just very nice and they helped me a lot. And so that was nice. And also the fact, like, well, at the beginning, obviously I didn't have that many friends. So the fact that we were like spending so much time together with the team and everything, because I got here and season was about to start. So obviously we like spent a lot of time together. That was nice. What school-wise, it was right after COVID. So I had a lot of classes online instead of in person because it was still like, not really safe, not sure what was going to happen. So that helped me a lot too, because obviously being able to do homework on my laptop and everything helped. Like if I wasn't able to understand something, I was just able to look at it and figure it out, obviously. And so after my first semester, my English got a little bit better. So I was able already to understand a little bit more. But then after a year, I was like, okay, I got it. I guess I'm going to stay. Yeah, because I got here and I was like, we'll see, I'm going to try because who knows if I'm going to like it, obviously, because it's so far from home. I had no idea what was going to happen, if I was going to like it or not. But then I actually liked it. So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll stay.
How did you feel when you received actually the offer for a scholarship to play volleyball and also to continue your study in this country, in America?
Well, when I got the offer, I couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. It's like, this is impossible.
I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked. I remember I had the Zoom call with my coach and he was like, yeah, we decided to offer you a full scholarship if you want to come here and play for us. I was like, no way. Like I had, like when he told me that, I was like, hey, there is no way. Like I was so excited. I was so happy. I remember because obviously on the call it was just me. So right after the call, I told my parents about that and they were like, oh my God, Ale, I can't believe it. I'm so happy for you. This is gonna be great. Like I was so shocked. I was super excited. And I was looking for, I always wanted to visit California at some point in my life. And the fact that I actually received an offer for a school in California, I was like, oh my God, this is great.
Unbelievable. È pazzesco, veramente, è una cosa straordinaria. Do you think your experience as an athlete has influenced your approach to your study in business and management?
100%. Yeah, I feel like, having such a busy schedule because of practice, travels, and, just volleyball, I will say I'm literally like a super organized person. So I definitely whenever I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what I'm gonna do at what time and everything. I know what I need to get done for the day. And then being a part of the team, obviously I feel like compared to like a normal person that doesn't play sport, I feel like I definitely have more leadership skill, I guess I would call it like that, just because you're in the team, and also I'm also able to collaborate with people. So I feel like that's another thing that helped me a lot with my business studies, because obviously management especially, it's a very broad major, and I feel like you have, whenever I'm gonna be working, I feel like I will have to deal with a lot of people, and so I feel like volleyball will help me for that especially.
Yeah, I agree. And what has been the biggest cultural difference you have experienced between Italy and America, both on and off of the court?
Oh, off the court, I
On
would
and
say,
off.
okay. So on the court, I feel like here they pay more attention, like body language, and I don't know, for like especially my team, like they really care about eye contact and like just how your body language is in the moment. So that was a thing that I really needed to work on when I first got here, because in Italy I mean, we have all those things, but we don't really talk about, I feel like. And then off the court, I feel like life, it's in general, is so much different from what I was used to back home. And I didn't know that.
Mhm.
So when I first got here, it was kind of I got a cultural shock a little bit. But like life in general, like here, whenever you got the restaurant, they will leave right after without like, staying there and like talk. That was crazy for me. Or like they don't really go get coffee. We don't really have coffee shops or anything. I was like, what is this? Or like anything they do, it has to be quick. I don't know how to explain it. Like even coffee, if you want to get coffee, it has to be quick. It's not time for them where you chill and you can relax or anything. It's just, you gotta do this and then I gotta do something else. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah.
that's how it felt.
What do you prefer? Go, 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 go.
Italy,
More like
Italy.
like a
Italy.
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm glad because now my teammates know, like they know about it and how I like to get coffee and chill. So now they're a little bit more used to it. So sometimes we will have like little coffee dates, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I experience that with Samantha all the time, so I know exactly what you mean by that.
She knows.
But another question that
Yeah.
we have for you is, are you still keeping your Italian traditions and culture alive while living in the US? Or like, how do you stay connected to them?
Well, I'm very lucky because here in the Bay, there are so many students and people that are international, especially from Europe. So I've been very lucky just because I got to know them and we will like spend a lot of time together. So for example, Easter, it's not a thing here that they celebrate, but every year with my little group of friends, we will celebrate it and do a little like something just because obviously for us in Europe, it's a day that we celebrate. Mm-hmm. So that's an example. Or like, well, I used to have, now she's not here anymore, but now we have another Italian too. So every time we will just go get like Italian food or, little things like that. But that helped me a lot actually to be able to survive.
Thank you. Who has been your biggest influence or mentor throughout your volleyball journey?
Well, I will start probably from my parents, my mom and dad. I think they played such a big role for me because they've always been very supportive and I don't know, my dad, I feel like he helped me a lot with like so many things related to sports, and my mom too, but mostly my dad, I would say, was such a big person that I will look up to. And then when I started Pro, I had the honor to play with like big volleyball players. One of them was Tai Aguero. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but she won the Olympics game. And she was kind of at the end of her career, so that's why I play with her, because she is great. But definitely she played a big role for me because, I mean, she won two Olympics back in the days. And so, yeah, definitely her. And I also played with other, like Diana Mark. She played for her national team too. So I don't know. Throughout my entire volleyball career, I got very lucky because I got to play with people like that helped me a lot and developing as a player, not just skill-wise, but also, you know, as a person and character in the court.
Beautiful. Yeah. Alessia, okay, this is like, what you planning to do it? So what are you planning after you graduate in May? Because I know you are going to graduate in May. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Thank you.
And do you see yourself, do you really see yourself continuing to play volleyball in a different level?
That's a hard question. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm very open to anything. I know that if I would go back to Europe, I will be able to play. So if that's gonna be the case, then probably yeah. But also part of me would like to experience, you know, having a job in the US. And, you know, also because it will be great for my resume once. Because I can see myself going back to Europe and Italy at some point, but right now I feel like I have still so much time to actually experience different things. And so I don't know, I'm kind of open to anything. Well, part of me would like to stay here in the US and try to get a job somewhere, and part of me would just go back home and, you know, maybe keep playing and find a job over there, or maybe keep like getting my master. Who knows? I don't know.
That's amazing.
And what kind of job will be, if you're looking for a job, what kind of job will be that?
I have no idea.
Just you open.
She's open.
Open.
See, yeah, very open, because I have literally no idea. I feel like I pick business too, because like I feel like it's a very broad, you know, major. So that's why, because I have no idea what type of job I want to do or what I want to be, you know.
And it's okay. You know, we all sometimes experience different jobs through the years.
Yes.
But I have
I have another question, because you got to play with some people that you look up to. In the future, who knows, maybe younger fans of yours could be playing with you. So what advice would you give to those young athletes in Italy or all over the world who dream of following in your footsteps to play sports and even study abroad?
I will definitely say to work hard, because obviously that's what brought me here. Keep working hard, believe in your dreams, and once you get the opportunity, make sure that you get the opportunity and go, you know.
And she's on Crave. That is what we believe. We believe in people's dreams as well. So believe in your dreams, everybody up there. Look, Alessia, you never know, right?
Definitely believe in your dreams.
Never know. So Alessia, here at Crave, we love talking about passions, okay? Besides volleyball, what other passion do you have?
So I like traveling a lot. I love traveling, and I love going hiking. I really love walking and, like, you know, just connect with the nature. I feel like it's a way, like in that way, I get more relaxed, and it helps me a lot to just disconnect from everything. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, obviously, I would like to go out, you know, have like a couple spritz. but yeah.
They have a good spritz here. By the way, I was surprised between Aperol, spritz. Isn't it, Also because you are in the Bay Area. So very cosmopolitan. You have so many great Italian restaurants in the Bay Area.
Thank God.
Yeah. Beside Italian food, what is do you like any other food?
Oh yeah,
I like Mexican a lot.
Yeah,
which I wouldn't expect that because, back home in Italy, we don't really have any other type of foods besides Italian, obviously. But yeah, I really like Mexican.
Thank you so much, Alessia. First of all, we wish you really congratulations. We wish you the best. And we can wait to see where this journey take you next.
Yes.
Let's stay in contact. We really, really appreciate it. Grazie ancora per essere venuta qua a Crave.
Grazie a voi,
grazie
veramente.
Mille. No, veramente, grazie. Ci sentiamo,
Certo, grazie.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Buona giornata. Ciao. Thank you for tuning in. And today was our second episode.
Follow us on Instagram at crave.show. And tune in every Tuesday for a brand new episode.
Yes, and also check our website at craveshow.com. Grazie a tutti, ciao, ci sentiamo settimana prossima, ci vediamo. Stay tuned. Ciao, grazie.